I think you are able to see my screen now.
Yes, sir. Still, it didn't share, sir. It's like um, I'm able to see multiple screens.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Just a second.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So let's start my virtual machine which we created yesterday. Compute engine. And this is the one. Let me start this machine. Start. So yesterday, what I did, I just stopped this instance, and right now I'm starting it again.
Sir, why to stop the instance? Means I didn't stop it.
Yeah, that's fine because I do have this free trial account, but I have this $300 limited, right? So if you don't stop it, right, it will charge you continuously because it is in active state. So that's why. If you stop it, there will be no billing on that virtual machine in that case. So billing will be stopped.
Okay.
Okay, so I have started. Let me connect to this machine. So I just uh, I just have shown you one way to connect through gcloud command line. So let's do that same. Open this cloud shell. Okay, let me paste that. Just do it simultaneously with me, Aditya. So it will be
Yes.
easy to understand.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It opened.
Okay. Now, right now I'm inside the machine. Okay. So the first thing, whenever you connect with your machine, right, the first thing is to check the host name. Who is the host name for machine? Host name means who is the user, let's say, no, not user, basically the name of the machine. Host name means name of the machine. Okay. So if I want to check my host name, okay, so the command is host name. Just type host name here. It will show you the CentOS VM. So this is my host name for this machine, right? So host name means machine name. Whatever the name of the machine you have configured, that will show you in the host name. Okay. But let's
Mm.
say if you want to change the host name, you can change the host name as well. So the same command you need to use, and instead of CentOS VM, let's say I want to have Linux VM like that. Okay, I can change the name, host name Linux VM. uh, it is asking me, you must be root, because right now I'm logging with this machine as a non-root user. So we will talk about how many type of users are there, but right now I'm not the root user. So in Linux actually we have two types of, majorly we have two types of user. One is root user, second is non-root user. So root user would have all the permissions. Let's discuss this with a presentation. So I have one presentation for you. So I have this root access. Okay, so we have actually two types of user. One is non-privileged user or non-root user, which has no special right on the system. Okay, so non-root user, which those won't have any special right on the system. And another user would be of root user, that is also called super user or administrator. Okay, and see, this root privileges are the power that the root system or root account has on the system right now. So if you are having root privileges. It means you can do anything in the system. Root means you are the administrator and you can do whatever you want to do this machine in this machine. Okay, and this root account is the most privileged on the system and has absolute power over it. Okay, root exists on any Linux system is there is only one, so it means you can't have two root users. You can't have you only have one root user in one machine. Okay, and it is not recommended to use root for ordinary task. So let's say you want to create a directory, you want to assign the permission to the files, you want to assign the permission to the directory. So it is not recommended to use a root user for those tasks. It's better to use the non-privileged containers, non-privileged users, not containers, sorry, non-privileged users for that task. So when root permission are needed, you simply become root only to perform that particular administrative task. Okay, so it means it see here what we are recommending, it is recommending if you have some ordinary task, don't use root directly to complete that one. So you can do with the non-privileged user as well. Just you need to assign some permission to that users. Okay, we will see that how we manage the non-privileged users and root user. So let's understand this. Okay, so right now I have to change user to the root user, and if you want to check who is the user right now, so just type the name who am I? Who am I? This is the command. Who am I? It will show you your user. Whatever user you would be there, it will show you who am I. Who am I is the command. Okay. So you can just type who am I. It will show you the name of the user who has logged into this machine. Okay. So my task is to just I want to basically change to root user. How can I change to root user, non-privileged to non-privileged to root user? So for that we have a command. Just type sudo su and hyphen. So this is the command. Sudo means super user we called it. Super user permissions you are running. So it means sudo means you have some specific permissions. Okay, and su means switch user. Su means switch user. Sudo switch user and hyphen. So directly you will it will come to the root. You can see now. So the username has changed. Now if I want to check my user, who am I? So let me check who am I. So you will see root. Now he is the root. I mean this person is root, whoever log into this machine. Understood? So we have two types of user, non-root or root. That is also called unprivileged users. Okay, got it right? Okay, so any question here?
No, sir.
No, right? Okay, all right. So I can now run command as a root user. So what I need to do here, so just what I was running there, I was running this command host name. I was changing the host name. Similarly, I can check again host name here in the root. So it will show you the same host name. Host name is same, but the user was different. Let me change the host name with the root user. So if I just run this, see this, I'm able to successfully run this command. Previously I was not able to run because I was not the root. So that's the reason. I had not permissions. Okay, that's why I was not able to run this. But right now I'm running as a root. It means root has all the permissions. Okay, so there is a specific file. We will talk about those files. What are the files where we need to mention this root user permission and all. We'll talk about it. But right now, just understand how to switch back, how to switch to the user and how to run the command with the root users. Okay, now again, let's say right now if you see this host name, I have set the host name, but it is not reflecting. It is reflecting, yes, so it is reflecting. Right now I just checked it host name, and you can see this host name Linux VM, which I changed it, but it is not showing here. Actually here it is showing the previous one, the older one, CentOS VM only. So the reason, because you have to first exit from this, do exit. Okay, again switch to root. Okay, this time it will show you. Okay, so this time it is coming Linux VM. So this is the hack to just get updated this way. You have to exit once from the as a root. You have to exit.
Sir, after exiting, it is
Mm.
showing CentOS now. Means after you exit, it is still
Mm.
showing CentOS. Only
No.
if only if we again add into root user, then only it will show us the change in name, sir.
Yeah, that's correct. So right now I was not a root. See this.
Mm.
I'm not the root. I'm running as a different user. But right now, if I again do, see, the thing is, you have to log in and log out once, whatever user is. You have to log in and log out. So what I did, I just logged out and log in again, and it is reflecting. If I again switch to my normal user, let me exit again once again. So this is CentOS VM, but this is not the root row. So this is not the root. We have not changed for the root. That's why it is showing the earlier one, the older one. That's the reason. So for particular user, if you are changing any host name, you it will reflect. So we just changed it for the root. We have not changed for the non-root or non-root users. That's why.
Okay. Okay.
Got it right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Let me again go to sudo su hyphen. I will run some command with the root only. So see, right now I'm running as a root user. But see, right now I only have one non-root user. That is this one, Technoded, the Technoded. Okay, but let me add how to add the users, how to create the users. This is very important. So in real time, you will require if you are running, if you are playing with those Linux systems, definitely they can ask you to create the users and just assign the permission, take the permission and all. Okay, but let me tell you how to actually create the users. Okay, so to create the user we have a command user add and the name of the user. Let me add my name. So user add and Nitish. So I'm able to run it successfully. It is not showing the list, but let me show you, let me set the password as well. So to set the password for this user, the command is passwd. Okay, and the name of the user. Okay, so it is asking the new password. So I'll just set 1234 and retype the password 1234. Yeah, everything is done successfully. So I was able to create new user and I was able to set the password for the new user as well. Okay, so right now in my system I have three users. One is root and two is non-root or two unprivileged root unprivileged users. So, okay, non-privileged users. Okay, so I have three users. So how to log in with the new user which we created? So to switch to the user, so the command is su hyphen and name of the user which we created. So I created Nitesh. So switch user hyphen Nitesh user. So see this. Who am I? Let me check. Who am I? So you will be able to see this. Right now I'm logging as Nitesh. Hmm? Got it right? How
Yes,
to
sir.
create the user, how to set the password for the new user. These
Mm.
things you should know. Okay, let me share the history. So so it will just show you the history for this user only. So what I will do here, I think it is already being recorded, but let me copy this whole. I'll just try to paste it in. Okay. Yeah. So are you able to do that? Whatever we have followed.
So I'm creating a password. So
Sure, sure.
I am having a trouble with the
Yeah,
shell.
sure. Mm-hmm.
I'm
Okay.
Yes, sir. You can continue, sir. I'll do it.
Mm-hmm. Fine, fine. Yeah. Okay. Now, we have saw that how to create user, how to set the password for the users, and let me see that this one. File system. Yeah. So let's understand the file system. How your file system look like. So any user, if you logged in as a root user or non-root user, each user has their own file system that is called Linux file system. And a file system basically control how data is stored and retrieved in the system. Okay, so each group of data is called file here, and the structure and the logic rules used to manage files and their names are called file systems here. And a file system is a logical collection of files on a partition or disk in this Linux environment, and everything is considered to be file, whatever is there in the Linux system. Okay, and there is files and directory names are case sensitive if you are using Linux operating system. So here, if I let me exit from this non-root user. So right now I'm in the root user. Okay, let me clear the screen as well. So I'll just use clear command. All right. So if you want to check what is the file system for the root, so we have a one more command utility, command line utility, that is called tree. So you can just use tree. So tree, it is showing you tree is not found. It means this command is exist, but right now on this machine it is not available. So it's like a package. It's like a package. So you need to install it in your environment in your machine. So how to install these softwares, let me show you. So there is a command line, there is a package manager in CentOS and Red Hat we use, that is called yum. So you need to use yum, and if you want to install yum install and tree. So tree is the package manager. So we will use this yum install tree. So what it will do, it will install tree here from the Google.
Okay. So to install anything, we need to use yum and install and the package name.
Yes. There is one more package manager actually we can use, that is called DNF, but we will talk about it later. Okay, now it's done. You can see this installation is done. So this is the package name for this, and see this. These are the libraries from where it is being used. So we have done the installation and everything here. So right now, if I just show you tree again by running tree, so you will be able to see this. There is no directory actually. Okay, so it will show you there is no directory. The reason, because there is no files actually. That's why there is no files. There is no directory. That's why it's showing zero directory, zero files. But what if I just see uh, the there is a complete file structure. Let me show you that. So the file system, so this is complete file system slash. So every file or every directory in root in Linux file system, it consists inside the slash directory. So under the slash you will have this complete file structure for this Linux file system: slash bin, slash boot, slash proc, slash root, slash dev, slash sbin, slash etc, slash srv, slash home, slash system, slash library, slash temp, and these are all libraries. If I show you here, so just cd, because we have to change the path, cd and slash, just enter cd and slash. So you will be inside the slash. Okay, and here you will see the complete structure. Let me now run tree here. So see this. This is huge actually. See this. So this is, see this, how many directories I have. 20,277 directories are there, and around how many files are there? It's around 1,36,139 files. So this is called complete file system for Linux. Okay, and majorly, if you want to see how many directories are there, so don't run tree command, just use ls command. So you will see ls, and this is the one. So slash bin slash root slash dev. We were seeing this one only, right? So here, if I just open it again, see this slash bin slash proc slash boot slash root slash dev s bin etc srv home system library temp media user mnt where opt. So this is the one. And again, this user and where again will have this directory slash bin include library local as bin src cache bin cache and library log mail spool and temp. Okay, so see this bin boot, dev, etc, home, library, bin or library 64 and all. So this is complete file system for Linux. We actually use that. Okay, and if you want to understand basically which directory, what is the responsibility of each directory here. So let me just
So can I share my screen once?
yeah, sure, yeah, sure.
So, is it visible, sir?
Let me see that. Yes, it is.
So I just installed the package.
Mm-hmm.
So now I put ls, but nothing came.
Just a minute. I think. See, it is not in the ls. You have to change the directory slash cd slash do cd and slash. No, no. There is a space between cd and slash. Hmm.
No ls.
Now ls. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are the directories. This is the file system. We called it Linux file system, and all directories are there, and with the different purposes. So let me just tell you basically what is the purpose of which directory here. So here, if you see this bin directory, and one is bin there, and second is as bin. So these two called binaries. Okay. So every binary file. Let me share my screen. Yeah. My screen is being shared.
No, sir. Means like I can see your Google Meet.
Google Meet. Now please tell me now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can see now.
Hmm.
Okay. Now there is a one directory that is called bin, and another directory is called sbin. So these two, bin. This is the bin, and this is the sbin. Okay. So these two directories called binary directories, and all the binaries are files that contain compiled source code or called it machine code, and these binaries can be executed on the computer. Sometimes these binaries are called executables. Okay, so in this bin directory, it will contain all binaries for use, which will be used by all the users. Okay. Okay, and here let me show you this now. Ls slash bin. So what we have, see this. So we have this, all the directories, all the files are there, and these are called binary files. Okay, we are not responsible to do anything here, but just I'm showing you how many binary files are there. You can just look into this. We have these all binary files, which will be there in any Linux system. Okay, and there is another one that is called swin. Let me clear the screen, and let me do ls again. So another directory is called sbin, which contain binaries to configure the operating system. Okay, and many of the system binaries required root privileges to perform the certain task in that case. Okay, so if you want to just see that how many files are there in this, so I can just show you this one also has been, see this. So this is also another one has been. Okay, so that is this system binaries. Has been means system binaries, and there is bin. So this is called binary directories. That's all. There is no much difference. So system related binaries will be kept inside this has been, and all the user related binaries will be kept inside the bin directory. That's the difference between these two directories. Okay, system binaries and normal binaries. And another we have libraries lib. So if I do ls again, so another we have lib, that is called libraries. Okay, so binaries which will be found in slash bin or slash sbin, often used in shared libraries, and that will be located in this library directory. Okay, and there is one more, let me see, bin, sorry, bin, not bin, library. See this, we have all the directories related to the operating system. Okay, so if you see this os releases, there is one more file. Let me get this os releases. uh let's see, library, and slash os releases. So see this os release, this is the one I'm checking now. So this means it will show you complete information about your operating system, whatever you have installed it. And this is the path, this is the path. So slash lib and os release, and it will show you the detail like name of the machine, CentOS machine we are using, what is the version 7, id is CentOS. Okay, and id, like this is rhel fedora, it is built on rhel. Okay, that's fine. Pretty name is showing, color, this is just an more information. Home url, this is the link, and the bug report url if you face any bugs and all, you know. And what is the version number and all. So these are the details. Actually it's about operating system details. And there is one more directory in this same slash library slash module modules. And if you see this, this is the module actually, for your operating system, what is the module we are using. So this is the module which is available for this directory, for this operating system.
Sir,
uh
why we use the cat, sir, here? Means cat is for writing, like adding data into files, no? So here, why we
cat,
use cat?
cat, where is cat?
Here, sir, means before, like OS
This one.
release, yeah. Ah, yes, sir.
Cat, I told you yesterday. So cat command basically we use to represent the data of the files. So right now this is the file, and I want to check what is there inside this file. So we can use cat command to show the data of the file, to show the data of the files. We can also
Okay.
create the files directly with the cat. There are two things we can do. One is concatenate the data. Okay, concatenation. And second is display the data. So I'm right now displaying the data with the help of cat command. Even you can create the files as well with the cat command. So there are two tasks actually you can do that.
Okay.
Okay, and here it is a module name, it is a kernel basically version and all we have right now. So module basically will show you the kernel version and all. Okay, let me come out from here. Okay, let me clear the screen, let me come out from here as well. So we have saw bin directory as bin library, library 4, library 32. Okay, and apart from that we have a slash opt here. So slash opt, the purpose of opt directory here is to store the optional software. So in your system, or in many cases, this is the software, this is a software from outside the distribution repositories. So if you have some software which you don't want to be part of, which you don't want to make other part of operating system, and which you download from externally, so you can keep those softwares or those packages inside this /opt directory. Okay. And there is another boot directory is there. So boot directory basically will contain all files which will be needed for the booting the operating system or booting the computer. That all the files will be related into the boot. And we have one /etc. So /etc is very important here. Okay. So you mostly check all the files in this directory only, and all the machine specific configuration file should be located in this /etc. Okay. And right now if I see what are the files are there in this /etc, so you can see this all the system related configuration or machine specific configurations will be stored in this directory only. And this is really important. If I just tell you one file here, CentOS release, so we can use cat command and /etc slash and CentOS release. There is a file CentOS release. We want to check the release version, so I'll just paste this cat CentOS release. It will show you what is the release name. So this is the release name for this uh, CentOS which we are using right now. Okay. And there are a few more important files are there, like you will not understand right now, but in going forward we will see all these file. OS releases is there. uh, OS release, so let me see. Get /etc slash OS release. See, it's the same. OS release is also there, and this is the same which we checked in the /library also. Okay. uh yeah. So one more file is very important file, host file, host informations. So your system related host information will be stored in this /etc host file, and we will see this later also. See this. So host related files, so right now the IP address which we are using for this machine will be there in this machine. So it is added by the Google because it is a Google machine. So this is your internal IP 10.128.20.2, and this is your local host. Local host means you can locally connect. Anyone, no one can connect outside of this machine actually on this IP. So local host means every machine has two type of IPs. One is local host. Second is internal IP or external IPs. So local host means it will be available locally for you. So you, if you want to try, if you want to check basically your IPs, your machine is available live or not. So you can check with the local host IPs. We'll talk about this IPs later in detail, but I just wanted to show you the purpose of this directory. So all the machine related specific files are there in this /etc. Let me clear screen. Let me ls again. Okay. So we have other directories as well. So /dev is there. Okay. /dev means devices. So whatever the devices would be there. So if I see how many devices are there, so there is ls, you can make it. So these are the devices, terminal devices or port numbers, everything is there. Okay. So you actually don't require it, but right now in this directory you will see these all networking related files. So um, let me tell you, this is the one. So SDA, SD1, SD2. So these are the device rated file. Device means uh disk. Okay. So whatever that disk is there, you will see here in this directory disk. Okay. uh Let me come out here. Then we have checked it, etc. So home means how many users you have. So if I just go to this home directory and ls, See this, I created two users. One is Nitesh, which I created, and second is the technology. It was already there. Okay, so I created this Nitesh user, and every user, whatever user you create, all the directories related to that user will be stored in this home folder, home directory or home folder. Okay, understood. So home folder means it is there for other users except non except root user. For root user, you can see this. So all the files will be stored in this directory here for the Nitesh user. Okay, and for the users as well. And this is done. Okay. So there are other also media, MNT, OPT we have discussed, proc and root also we have discussed, run and SRV system, user and where. So it's your task. Okay, I'm giving you this task. So please check this all directory purposes and all directory related files. What are the files are there and what is the purpose of this other directories? It is really important to understand the complete file structure of the Linux environment systems, right? So we have just saw that some of the directories here, and you can just check it for user where, because it will store all log related files inside where, and inside user you will see this all again files. Okay, so it's your task, and I'll share this presentation as well, so which make you understand like what the purpose of this particular directory. Okay, so boot, home, dev, etc, library, media, mnt, and again temporary, proc, system, srv, run, user, where. So I have just made this to understand what are the purpose of this each directory here.
So for every virtual machine, this is the same file system, sir.
Yes,
Every
yes,
virtual machine follows the
yes.
same.
Correct,
Okay.
correct. So every virtual machine, whether regardless of any operating system in Linux, whether you are using Ubuntu or RHEL or Debian or CentOS, so every Linux system will have this same file structure.
Sir, one small note,
Hmm.
sir. I'm sharing my screen.
Sure.
I didn't create any password, sir, before, but it is asking password for the user.
Uh, that's the issue actually. So can you increase the phone? Just a minute. Okay, just a minute. I think I'm not able to see. Yeah. Yeah. What you are saying?
Yes, sir. Means, I am trying to switch to root user here,
Uh,
but it asked me the password for Aditya, but I didn't keep any
yes.
password.
Yes. 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 The thing is, uh, just a minute. I think that this is okay. So you are saying you didn't set the password for this user, but it is asking for the password, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I told you whenever you create any user, okay, so you have to set the password as well for the user. Otherwise, if you don't set the password, definitely it will ask you for the password. Can you try? Just can you exit from here?
Yes,
Exit.
yes, sir.
Control C. Hmm. Now run sudo.
Okay.
But you are
So,
there. But you are there in the Aditya user.
yes, sir. I wanted to move to root user, sir.
You
Here,
want to
see,
move to you.
I put the sudo su minus one.
Okay.
So to trans means
But
like to change into root user.
mhm,
Then it
mhm.
asked all this stuff. So see.
Okay, okay. Just a minute. Did you set the password for your Aditya user?
No, sir, I didn't keep anything. Sir. Means like I had a trouble, network trouble, sir, when I was setting the password.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't
Fine.
do it, but
You do one thing. Just type exit. Yeah, you are there, right? In the root.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, if you have not set the password, can you just again switch back to the user? Aditya?
Yes.
Don't use sudo. Without sudo, you can
Oh,
run because
S
you are
S
already
U
in root.
S U.
Hyphen. Su hyphen. Yeah, yeah. You are able to do that. Okay, fine. So that's the fine because you haven't set the password. Uh, so that's fine. No, don't use this one because otherwise it will ask you again the password. That is you have not set it up. So it's better to use the exit command or don't use sudo here. Just use without sudo x control C. Yeah, use su space
S
hyphen
U.
root.
Okay.
You don't know the password for the root, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that's fine. So exit and control C and exit and set. You can also set the password for root. I'll tell you
Mm.
how to do that. Exit. Now type password. Enter. Yeah, type new password for root user. Just remember this password. Otherwise, yeah,
Same
no,
thing
no,
happens, sir. I couldn't enter the password last time also.
no. You will be. It will be invisible, but you will be able to remove
Oh,
everything
okay.
whatever you type because this is a password. This will be invisible.
Okay, sir.
Hmm.
Okay.
Retype the same. No, it's wrong. It is not matching. Again, you type new password. Yes, done.
Oh, okay, sir.
Now,
We can't see the password, sir.
yeah, you can't see the password because it is a
Oh,
security, right? So
okay, okay.
no one can see your passwords.
Okay, okay. Actually, I typed something, sir. Means like I couldn't see it on the screen, so I don't know what
Hmm.
happened. Suddenly, means okay.
Yeah,
Then I think
it
I
will
typed
be.
something.
Yes. It will be invisible. Do remember this one.
Okay, sir.
Now you can, I think, do that. Like you can switch back to Aditya user and you can again switch back to.
Yes, sir. I can change the password also now.
Yes.
Mm. Sir, current password, I don't know, sir.
No. Exit. Control C. Sorry. Use no. Yeah, fine. Okay. Now now run password PASSWD pass WD. No. Don't go there. Don't go there without there because you have to be root if you are changing something.
Oh, okay, sir. If I am changing any user's password or any user details,
Yes,
I need
yes,
to be
yes,
a
yes,
root. Okay,
yes. So here you can change it. Pass WD and username you can type and then username for whom you want to change it. Okay.
okay,
Yeah. Type new password here. Whatever you want to have the password.
okay, sir. Okay, sir.
It's done now.
Now I
Now
got
you
it.
can. Yeah. Got it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Let me share my screen again. I think it's already being shared. So.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. Now we will understand few more things here. Let me come out here. So host name we have seen user how to create user how to manage users and see right now I'm in the root. Okay, I don't have any files, so I'll try to create few files here, and I'll try to delete those files, because how to create files, how to delete files, you should know the way. Okay, how to create directory, how to delete the files. So first thing is, let me create a directory. Okay, so if you want to create a recursive directory, it means directory in folder inside folder, folder inside folder, like that you want to create. So use -p option, and I'll use, see this one, dir1 slash dir2 slash dir3, like that. So what will dir1, dir2, dir3 recursively, it means it will create recursively. So see, if you don't use password -p, so it won't take it. Okay, but if you use -p option, so what it will do, this command, it will create three directory, directory 1, then inside this directory 1 and the directory 2, and inside this directory 2 directory 3 will be created. Let's do that. And now let me check the tree command here. Tree command we have done, right? So let's see this one. So directory 1, inside directory 1 we have directory 2, we have directory 3. So recursively all these three directory will be created with this -p option. Similarly, let me create a file. Okay, so how to create files? As I already told you, we have command touch command. So we can use touch command, and I want to create I want to create a file inside this directory. Okay, and the file name would be file1, like that. Okay, file1.txt. I want to have the file name. No such file directory. So actually this name is directory1, not directory. So it will, what is there, uh can't touch directory1. And let me see that directory 1 is there. Okay, so inside this directory, what I'm doing, I'm just doing touch, and the name of the file. So got it. So name of the file means the path, directory, and the file name here. So file1 dot txt here. See this, it is done now. So it means if I just do tree again, so you will see that uh, directory 1 is there. Inside this directory 1 we have directory 2, and inside this directory 2 we have directory 3, and inside this directory 1 we have file1 dot txt. Okay, so I'll do one more thing here. I'll create one more file, but this time I'll create inside directory 2. So I'll just keep it directory 2, and I'll just name of the file file2.txt. Okay, now again I will use tree command. See this structure right now. So the structure is something, directory 1 has file1.txt, directory 2 has file2.txt, directory 3 has no, and there is no file. So let me create one more file inside this directory 3. Okay, now I'll check again. Yeah, so it's good now. So it means directory 1 has file1.txt, directory 2 has file2.txt, directory 3 has file3.txt. Understand? So we can
Mm.
create this type of files, this type of directories using this one. Okay, now what I want to have here, so how to delete the files. So we have two ways. Okay, uh, if you want to delete the file, normal file. Okay, so let's say I just create one file here, file 1.txt, just on the current path. And if I see here, I have file 1 and directory 1. Okay, and if I delete file 1, how to delete? So rm is the command. Rm, why it is not working? Just a second. I think my terminal got stuck. Just a minute. Let me connect it again. Okay, let me connect in this different way. Okay, so we have created this directory one and file one.txt. If you want to delete file one, so rm is the command, rm and then file name. So it will ask you whether
Sir,
you.
when I am typing ls, I am getting these bin boot, dev,
Hmm.
etc home, and those all I am getting, sir. Means
Yeah,
you didn't
can
get
you?
those.
Yeah, can you come back? Can you come back from the slash? Just type cd and dot dot.
Okay. Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm.
Just a second. So you can delete with this rm command the files directly. So if it is asking whether you really want to delete it or not, because this delete operation actually it will give you the warning because whether you want to delete it or not. So that's the reason here. So right now, if I just use it without this warning, so how can I delete? So there is an option hyphen R F recursively delete. Okay, and then file name. It won't ask you the warning this time because you are using hyphen RF option. So it will forcefully will delete. You can see that file has gone. So it means it is deleted. It is deleted. So you can't see that. And same similar way, if you create any directory here, like demo directory I created, and so you can see I have created this demo. So to delete that, the command is rmdir and the name of the directory. So it will be deleted. You can see now it is gone. So it is also gone. It means rmdir for directory deletion and rm-rf and file name is for just delete the files. Okay. Yeah. So this
Sir,
is
what
the.
is the difference between RM and RM minus one RF?
No, see, RM basically will ask you whether you want to delete or not. It will give you the prompt. You have to enter yes, then it will delete. But if you use hyphen RF, it will immediately will delete. It will not give you any warning and everything. It is forcefully will delete.
Okay.
Right. So okay, so tomorrow I think we will come to the networking part mostly and permission part. This is the two important part we need to see tomorrow, and also the package manager we will discuss about how to download, how to use package managers. So I said one, we have two package manager. Yum, I have already told you. So we have DNF also. So DNF it will not work here because it will be applicable on the CentOS 8 version right now. So if you are using CentOS 8 or more than that, you can use DNF as a package manager. But in our case, actually, we have Yum on. Okay. So what are the options are there with the Yum? You can see this here from here. Okay. And but we will discuss it in detail tomorrow. Any questions till now? Whatever we discussed
Uh,
today.